Hey everyone, welcome to my book project. Um, so the book I chose was Leading with Intention, 8 areas for reflections and planning in your PLC at work. Reason why I chose this book was because of a class I was taking for school that was focused on um, leadership and areas of that. And one of the focal areas I had was what to do with the PLC and looking at it. So leading with intention was kind of what guided my whole semester. So you'll see a lot of that throughout it. Throughout the book, the areas I really enjoyed were that there's a when you practice a professional learning community, you really get to deepen your understanding and knowledge of the content you're teaching by being able to talk to others that are doing the same thing with you. You kind of learn and explore and try new things. Another area I enjoyed was the same thing. Ideas are shared and explored, and that shared leadership develops. It's not just what you're doing through um, administration or the requirements. You are actually learning with each other. I think that also goes into what challenged my thinking, right? Um, the fact that shared leadership can be. I've been in many PLCs throughout my educational career where it just seems you go in and you do the work because that's what the boss asks. But to that, there can be so much more of referring back to the last slide where I was talking about what was enjoyable. I was also challenged by this chapter on gaining focus and staying intentional. Right, I know that I come into a lot of PLCs unfocused with my mind other places, and that kind of detracts from the learning that I could be doing or the growth I could have. So that's one of the other reasons I do that. What fit with my current reality? Something I stated earlier at the beginning, right? This was part of a class I was working on, and just when you're in a class, you're really immersed in this stuff. So what I did was just kind of looked at a way where you could run a PLC and not have to focus on like the norms that are taking place. How will this help my new knowledge? How does new knowledge help my growth? Well, this is kind of a passion project of mine now. When I looked at it, how could you develop something that becomes sustainable? That if principals, other teachers are able to go, this kind of still carries on and builds within the community of groups getting together, just kind of breaking down the learning taking place, what's in the best interests of the students. To me, professional learning community seems like the perfect vessel for this, just to be able to get together and collaborate and try. Down below is a quote that I left in one of my papers um, that I did on this project. So just kind of where I stand and how I go on it. Guys, the book project's great. It just really breaks down, not book project, the book I read was really great. It just broke down what a PLC is, how to run it, where, how to get to maximize the most out of it. So if you're really looking for someone to get into that and revamp your professional learning community, this is a book I recommend.